All right, let's do it. Another video. January 25th, Monday. Looking at some small caps. And, the market's been on fire. Retail traders are moving these stocks up big time, like GME, GameStop. Yeah, it's a wild market right now. So it's a good time to trade with volatility. And taking a look at all these stocks because everything's running too from penny stocks. They just been on a move. So let's take a look at some more of these. ATNF. Float 0.97 million, market cap 65 million, income minus 4 million, 4.7. No news recently. 180 Life Sciences Corp, clinical stage biotechnology company, engages in development of drug candidates, inflammatory diseases, fibrosis, and pain. Develop platforms. Phase 2b3 clinical trials include fibrosis and its anti-TNF platform. It's got a synthetic CBD and it's got an alpha 7 nicotine or nicotinic, it says receptor. Company was headquartered in Leno Park, California. So let's take a look at this. This is a real interesting stock too. So this came about 2017 June. You can see this all the way up to 11. Then just went down, right down. Very strange stock looking. It's dropped like a rock. And just looking here, not much news recently. You see the daily or the weekly and look at the daily. So look at this drop from 11 down to the 2 line. Basically, the 2 lines holding now. This is another back from the dead play, like I've been saying. Stocks go up, they wash down, then they come and they're in the grave. People think, oh, they're not coming back, all newbies, and they come back from the grave, rise from the dead, and look at it, they ride up. So volume's increasing here, very good. 1320 EMA is coming down. You have a 3 line right here. Trying to fill this gap now to 5. We might be able to do it. This week. We'll see what tomorrow brings. We'll see where this goes. Yeah, this could go anywhere. Who knows what the news on this? Like any other stock, I would watch this 3 line. Make sure 2013 EMA is riding up. So that would be, you don't really want this to go below 3, back to 2. So you can see this here. Right over this 4 line, back and forth sideways, and we move up. So this is a bottom play. Finviz even calling it a double bottom right now. So they have it a little higher, but you get the picture. All right, let's look at PRQR. This is Pro Therapeutics. 283 million market cap, minus 63 million income, sales 11 million, float 44 million. Let's see here. Just reading through it real fast. Nothing really recently. Biopharmaceutical company engages in discovery development of RNA-based therapeutics, genetic disorders. Ceprofarsin, a phase 2, phase 3, Illuminate trial for treating Leber's congenital amaurosis 10 disease, whatever that is. They have a Q421A, phase half stellar trial, syndrome type 2, for pigmentosa, the QR1123 half aura trial for autosomal dominant pigmentosa. And they have a QR504A for corneal dystrophy. License agreement with General Hospital Corporation, Radboud University Medical Center, Interim Transfer SA, Leiden University. It's founded 2012, headquartered in Leiden, the Netherlands. So they have a lot going on. Monthly on this. Back in 2014, this rode all the way up to 20 after the bounce from 12. It bounced up. Found the bottom here. It looks like 2018, maybe 275. Then we bounced up again. Tried to get to that 22 level. So, longer term, if this ever gets here, the 22 level is a big line here. So let's go to the weekly. You see this wedge down. See, this is a wedge too, the falling wedge, and you figure it's going to break. It did. 6 to 10. Not a huge move, but then it came back down. So it doesn't mean it's going to go straight up from a wedge. It could do anything. Go here, then it came back here to the low. So let me put in this line here, this ultimate low. If I could get, what's it over here? 3. We'll call it 3 actually. This 3 line. See it bounce. See it big bottom 2016, 17, 18, and look at the double top up here. So where we're at now, again, accumulation of volume. See these white bars? You don't see that back here as much. It's really increasing now. So we got the 4. It's bouncing down, bouncing down. You draw a line here. Looks like we're trying to break up from 4 right at 6. So you can look for 7 plus. Maybe we get back to 10. 10's a very big line. Draw this right here, 10 line. See right here, you have a gap near 12 too, but looking closer, you can see that big line up here near the big move near 10. So if we get past 6 here, pretty much can maintain 6. We'll get to 8 or 10 possibly. And your low here, you want this to hold like 5, maybe even 4. What's this here? 475, because that's where the 1320 EMA is wrapping up. You don't want this to go below 4. This goes below 4, you're going back to this 3 line. So you can see here all the lines. See the big top, we're coming down, accumulation down here. So that's PRQR. Move on to RCON. Protein shake. Make sure you get enough protein too. I've been training 20 years. I'm actually a personal trainer too, nutritional consultant. We don't get enough protein. Building blocks. Okay. Recon Technology, energy, oil, gas equipment, 16 million market cap, income minus 3 million, sales 10 million, 4 million float. Recon announces development of AI-based control system of electric submersible pump. That was the 19th. 20, let me see, not 20. Headquartered in Beijing, China. Founded 2007, it looks like. What do they do is hardware, software, petroleum extraction in China. They do all kinds of stuff with like wireless, gauges, fracking. What else they here? Fracturing, production, packers, prevention, oil, water wells. They do all kinds of stuff, it looks like. So let's take a look here at the monthly. Going back here, you can see this. This was in 2009. Big run up to 50 plus. Then big drop to like 150 in 2012. Then it bounced up 2014. But the low was moving up, but the high actually, you can't break that high. So the high is getting lower. You can see this on the chart there. On the weekly, many spikes in this stock. And you can see here I have a wedge drawn on the weekly as you get closer to daily. It's had a reverse split back in January. Now, like all the other stocks, see how this is running out the big volume days? You have a big gap here to 350. It's pretty much got into that, fell back. I'm going to take all these lines out. Give the weekly here. So you go to the 1 line. Right here, this 1 line right here. Let me go back to the daily. See how close it is. All right, here's the 1 line. Now, what you see here is, looks like this 4 line is very big. See this 4 line? Because it tested many times back and it fell. You had a gap down, another gap down. Then this is a bottom. Looks like another reverse head and shoulders. You've seen this a lot. Here's the head, shoulder, shoulder. This broke up. Huge volume in December, but came back. Did it again. So this is, they bring it up and then fades. Fades. It doesn't hold, but it is moving up overall. So, look for this 4 line to possibly, we can break this 4 line. At least test it. If it does get over 4, look for 5+. And then, have support as 4. Because all resistance becomes support. Now on this too, it fell back to 250. This could even fall back to 2. You don't really want it to fall back further. So watch the 2 line. You can see here we're in this channel, big breakups. So it's racing towards that 4. You can see this here. So we'll see what happens with RCON. RCON Recon. All right, last one, NNVC. This is nanoviricides healthcare. Strengthens its board of directors with addition of industry veteran Brian Zucker. That was the 19th. Rapid advancements to clinical trials for its COVID-19 therapy. So that's good. It's founded in 2005, based in Shelton, Connecticut. Nano biopharmaceutical discovers, develops, commercializes drugs for treatment of viral infections. So they're in a lot of stuff. I see HIV, dengue fever, eye drops, herpes. So they're into a lot of products or product lines, drugs, you could say. All right, so this goes back to 2010. You've had one split, looks like 2 splits, made the high move, low, the high got lower. Typical pattern. On the weekly, you can see this. Came out of the wedge right here, but it didn't last. As I bring this, I'll show you right here. See this? Big wedge, wide, shrinking, breakout, but it didn't last. It moved for about a week, and then it faded back down to this 2 line. So here we are now. If you look back here, you can take this out. There's a descending triangle. So let's see if we can come up with some lines here. This 5 line's very big. See this 5, it hit back September. And then it broke up and came back. And it looks like a low now. See this reverse head and shoulders? Could be a shoulder, another shoulder. We go up. We'll see. 5. If this breaks above 5, can maintain. You have 6 line and 7. Then you get in a lot of, after 7, a lot of these big candles back and forth. A lot of candles didn't hold. This falls back to 375-ish, around that area. You want that to hold. Because your 1320 EMA is riding up. It's always good support. If it doesn't, back to 3. Good volume here, though. See the volume? But it did drop off a little bit. But you can see, again, this channel, big move up. But the high was getting lower last year. Looks like we're forming a base here. See this low move? You can draw a line right here. This is the triangle. See your connecting points on them lines? So looks like we're breaking up here. So this has a lot in the pipeline, too. They're into a lot of areas, which is always good. So keep an eye on that if you're looking at NNVC. All right, that's it. Please subscribe to Mike Cayman Trades. Smash the like button. TradeIdeas.com's referral, my link. Mike Frank 007 Twitter. TikTok Mike Frank III. Instagram Mike Frank 98. And Stock Twits Mike Cayman Trades. Check it out. That's it for now. Until the next video, we will be back.